Morning, Steve Fried in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Yesterday we had a very interesting day. Calls were lower to start out with, and then we rallied pretty sharply and sold off near the close. There was some talk that maybe some of the new money that was coming into the long side of commodities was trying to protect their long position after Friday's close. And so we'll just kind of see how the markets kind of move from here. Overnight we've got beans, corn, and wheat a little bit higher. The dollar's lower, crude's lower. There's talk about China trying to regulate their commodity trading a little more. Worried about maybe a bubble in commodities like they had the bubble in their stocks and housing. The metals are actually lower on this. We saw a lot of conversation overnight about analysts estimating that China's soybean imports might be 84 million tons this year, and next year could be 90 million tons. They also look at September 1 world stocks this year at 167 million tons versus almost 178 last year. While being down, it's still the second largest ever. Some feel that the drop in the Argentina crop could be down to 55 to 57 million tons versus USDA's 59, and that could actually increase demand for U.S. soybeans in 2016 and 17. So we're going to be watching for any new crop soybean sales that might indicate that could happen. The same group dropped their Brazil crop to 98 million tons for soybeans from 100, and dropped their corn crop in Brazil to 79 million tons from USDA's 84, and said that it could go lower. So overall, the drop in the South American crops could actually help demand for U.S. corn and soybeans. USDA said that 30% of the corn is planted versus 16 average, and we expect next week it'll be 50% done. There is soybean plantings at 3% versus 2 average, spring wheat 42 versus 28, and we have a big rain event that's kind of moving across the Midwest in the next 24 hours, and another one for the weekend. So it could slow plantings a little bit, but does help the soils. USDA rated the winter wheat crop 59% good to excellent versus 42 last year, and topsoil, very short rating, improved from last week and last year. Funds yesterday, buyers of 15,000 beans, 6,000 meal, 16,000 corn, 5,000 wheat, and sold a little bit of oil. Continue to be long beans, meal, oil, short a little bit of corn, and still a big short in the wheat. 6 to 10 day outlook calls for normal to below temps and normal to above rainfall. So all in all, we're watching the money flow. We're watching the supply situation in South America, and if that increases the demand here in the United States and offers support to prices. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day.